Capricorn, Capricorn, hello, my love. So I changed the format a little bit because I was looking for an animal pelt to do my readings on, and I looked up on this, and it was a circle, so it worked out perfect. So I'm going to be changing some things here and there, but right now this is what we have. So this is going to be your reading for June 2022 Capricorns, Cappies. So let's see. I'm trying to make sure that I picked up all the charms and bones. So you know how we do this. We're going to do the first part with the bones and curios, and then we're going to follow in with the cards to kind of get the rest of the message. Don't look at my broke down fingernails, Cappies. I've been working in the garden, and I haven't put any new nails on because it like defeats the purpose. So I can't be cute until after I get the yard right. So I digress. Let's get into the Cappies readings. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn 2022. Capricorn, Capricorn 2022. What are the messages for Capricorn? Cappies. What we got going on, Spirit? Cappies. June 2022. All right. Let's see what we got. All right, so good thing. First thing that caught my eye is there is money that's coming in. Now, some of you really need to watch your spending, but it looks like that you do have some money that is going to be coming in for you. And spirit messages are saying with the skeleton hand coming towards this money is like watch it. Some of you there's expansion that I feel like could be coming in with business or work that will open up more opportunity for money. Let me move some of these things just a little bit to kind of see what we got going on. Okay. Branch it just a little bit. And what is this on top of bad spell work? Money issues. But you have a water spirit that really is trying to work with you to get your money right. So if some of you are having issues with your budget and it looks like with bad spell work, you have somebody that's trying to block some things with money coming in, you need to really work with a water spirit. Now, for some of you, the most popular are what? Yemaya, La Sarin, Mommy Water. There's thousands of water spirits though. So if there's a particular water deity that you work with, you may want to get a little bit closer to him or her because it looks like that they're trying to tell you about some opposition that may be coming in to your money sector. I do get that there's a health issue. This could be headaches, getting something where there may even be like a cloudy head because the skeleton has something that's stuck on the back of his head. So some of you may be feeling like either there's headaches that start at the back of your skull, or there may even be some issues with clarity that's coming in. A few of you, I do feel like that you have somebody that's going to try to work with your health a little bit in the negative. So I will say that if you're a practitioner and you're dealing with other practitioners, they could be trying to affect your money and your health. I do see in the health sector, though, some of you may have, like I said, headaches, but we got tooth issues too, or teeth. And this could be also a cause of why the head may be bothering you. So for some of you, if you're having issues with your head, you might want to go ahead and make that trip to the dentist and see if there's not some type of issue with cavities or something that you have to deal with. All right, let's see. We have the sunrise on money, so I feel like that there is some good news coming in with money, and it looks like from now to 6 months there is an improvement in your finances. Some of you, though, with the handcuffs, I feel like that the money is kind of locked up. Let's see what's going on with that. We have the person of authority. Let's see, we have spirit Cappies. Did you just see what that old mean ass Sagittarius just came and did? Did you just see what she did, Cappies? And see, it be so quiet and calm in here until you come home. It's that demon that walk in. The demon was so messed up. I'm gonna spray some Florida water on her Cappy because she need it. Every time she come home, she bring that demon with her. Yes, good thing y'all protected. The chicken foot is on top of your money, so the demon, wherever he tried to push, he ain't got you, Cappies. He didn't get you. Listen to me, he ain't got you. Boy, that sounded country as hell. Okay, so I do see definitely some of you may be dealing with a legal situation, or there's something with a legal situation that's a pull on your money. We're getting handcuffs and we're getting a badge. So this is either some type of legal court case or something that you're going to be dealing with money, or you may have some issue with arrest. Hmm. And this is a head and a person. So some of you could be dealing with, you better not touch it again, with some type of, shit, I don't know. I want to say jailbird, but that's not right. Maybe you are having, okay, maybe you're getting out of jail or probation. There's a barrier to somebody making money. If this is you, Cappy, there may be some type of legal thing that you have to take care of that is blocking your money. Somebody is definitely being blocked from finances because of some type of arrest or child support thing or something that may have to do with money. I hope that makes sense to somebody, because I am just completely, I'm staggering trying to get it out because I don't even know what to call this person. Um, some of you could be dealing with an inmate that you're sending money in, because I feel like somebody is like their arms are up, like, help me out. So some of you may have a partner or a family member that is locked up or incarcerated, and you're maybe sending some money out. I feel like there's some good news coming in for this person. I'm trying to think, because we have a nephew that's in jail. What do you call it? Putting money on the books? Yeah. You may have somebody who's reaching out to you that's like, okay, I need, well, penitentiary, jail is jail, right? You locked up. Well, shoot, I don't know. I ain't never been to either one. So I have no, I ain't gonna speak on something I don't know about, and I ain't claiming nothing that I ain't trying to be going to. So some of you might be putting money on somebody's books. All right, I hope that makes sense. Now, we do have the walnut shell, and this is babies, pregnancies, things coming in, giving birth. Not necessarily just people, though. Some of you may be dealing with expansion that is coming in with animals. I do see a lot of blooming and abundance. So this could even be like, having an ecosystem in your garden where you're utilizing this to make money. Whatever this is giving birth to, you're gonna make money off of it, Cappies. So if this is a baby, maybe this baby's gonna grow up and be very successful. And going to take care of you. If this is giving birth to a new business or a new idea, there's growth and expansion there. If this is maybe you're breeding animals. For some of you, if you have gardens and things like that, spirit is blessing abundance with something that is giving birth and growing. So that's a positive. For some of you, though, this is actually a pregnancy. I'm not getting anything negative off of this. It looks like, spirit, this is a blessing. So if you are pregnant right now, if fertility is on top of you, it looks like that there's abundance that comes in with you. Now, normally I would be like, okay, abundance with happiness and everything like this, but this is in the money sector. So some of you, definitely, whatever you're giving birth to, whatever you're growing, there is a payout that comes back to you. Okay. Now, in the family sector, we do have past love that may be reaching back out to you. The cross is on top of it in the upright, and so this may be even spirit intervention. Somebody may have somebody who reaches back to them from the past, and it may be in a good way. Not, I don't see a negative way. So for some of you, if you've been trying to get in contact with somebody, or you're waiting for somebody to reach back out to you, it looks like that there may be some positive communication that comes in from somebody from the past. And this could be somebody that there is a spiritual connection with, or some type of spiritual um uh, spiritual family, spiritual group. There may even be a reconnection with knowledge that is coming back to you, that could be passed down If there was a falling out with a family member, it looks like that there's something, a person is being genuine where they're trying to repair something. So if you have somebody who's coming back, I feel like for some of you, this person is genuine of wanting a change in a relationship, because communication, it looks like they're with the claw next to the conch shell. There was some conflict with communication. And then we have the dead upside down, which means there was talks, there was communication, and then things went dead. This person may be reaching back out to kind of say, let me connect with you again. And it looks like that they're genuine. This could even be spirit driven. So for some of you, I feel like, yeah, there may be some reconciliation with a relationship, but family, family or a friend who was like family. Okay, travel, we're coming in. We're getting slow down. Some of you are driving too fast. There may be some issue with being what do you say, tunnel vision when you're driving. So I will say be really careful, especially if you're driving long distance, that you are aware of what you're doing, and you know you're moving forward. I get a lot of conversation, so be careful of texting when you're driving. Be careful of being distracted by conversations. um I don't think that this is an accident. I don't see a warning of an accident, but I think there's like they're warning you to slow down because there could be some issue that's coming in. Now, in your luck sector, you have transformation. If you've been having issues with your luck, and we do see that there's problems with money that are coming in, which could be an outside source that's causing problems with your finances. Some of you are going to be spending some money out on health or issues with sickness. Maybe somebody in the family sick. Some of you, this is dental work. A few of you may be having issues with your own health that you have to pay out money. But I do see that you have the opportunity for this money to come back in. Play the lotto. If you do scratch offs and things like that, play. I'm not saying if you're a gambler and you have a problem, go out there. I'm not telling you to do that. So family don't come after me if they have an issue. But if this is something you do every now and then and you feel lucky, go ahead. Looks like luck is in your sector. Now, some of you, you definitely, you're having some issues with a little bit of jealousy where somebody could be trying to affect your luck. Some of you too, you're not taking care of your spirits. There's an issue with the dead. Somebody could either be trying to work your dead, or there is a disconnect with you and the dead that you work with. Now, of course, this could be ancestors. If you are working with certain traditions, you know, like in voodoo with the Gede, there may be a thing of you're not paying attention to us. Could be a warning too, because they're upside down on the evil eyes. So you may have your dead, if you're medium or you know your mediumship abilities, they could be trying to warn you about some issues that are coming in with blockages, especially with your money. Um, the luck thing, I feel, is temporary. So you guys, if you're gonna do something, definitely you need to do it within this month. Um, I feel like at the end of the month that this may be a whole completely different energy for you. So if you feel lucky, go ahead, buy that scratch off. Try to do it this weekend. Let me see. Some of you definitely are going to be having some type of problem with a friend. It's communication. Um, Evil eye is on top of this person. I feel like they're stubborn. I feel like some of you may be talking to somebody where we're talking, and it's like it's going in one ear and out the other ear. Um, I don't know why the repetition is there, but I think it's more so because this person is stubborn. Um, and this really is like a conversation that I think you care about. I think they care about you too. So this could be even where there was some type of discussion with a friendship, something was cut off because of what was said, and then after a while this person comes back or you come back and try to reestablish some type of contact. So we're still in Mercury's energy. Be careful of conversations that you're having. Um, I feel like that there is definitely some room for improvement, either for you or for them, when it comes to the comprehension of the conversation. So, in other words, it may be that something was said, but it was heard wrong, or it didn't really connect to the person the way you thought it was going to connect. And I did that. Was it this week? I was having a conversation with somebody, and I did it with a couple of people, really. And I think I'm not going to say I got irritated, but I'm an air sign and we tend to be direct, and I can't go around the bush with people. I don't have time for the fantasy of what you want it to be. I see sometimes things clearly, and not all the time, but sometimes I'm very clear. And I was like, you need to go get some help. You need to go get some help. And the person just kind of got quiet, like, are you telling me I got problems? And yeah, I'm telling you, you got problems. So the conversation may have been right, the intention may have been right, something may have been lost in delivery. Something may have been a problem. I mean, if somebody was like, you know what, you fucked in the head, you need to go get some help. I might have a problem taking it that way or hearing it that way. So I do feel like something is, because we got the sword under here, something is a little bit combative with conversation. Whether this is somebody saying something to you or you saying something to somebody else, be careful. All right. In the good spell work, we definitely have some improvements with if you have a daughter or a child. I would say girl first, but definitely a child. Some of you are being very, very protective of family. The bullet casing is there and it's blocking anything affecting children or a child. So if you've had a child that was sick or going through some things like that, I feel like some of you are being very, very protective of this energy. This could even be just smaller things. This might even be like a smaller animal, or you just feeling like I need to protect people that are important to me. And bullet casing is telling me that a lot of you are not playing games with people. Now, we do have the road opener on top of good spell work, but we do have conflict with it, which makes sense because you do have somebody who's trying to affect your money or your livelihood. Um, I feel like with the claw, that eventually this energy is going to move forward because we got a lot of things that may be opening up for you financially. And we do see money is coming in. So if you feel a little bit limited with conflict, and I think that some of you may be dealing even with a relationship that may be a money drain on you. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could be with children. This could be with friends. Um, we have a lot of talk. And then we have two. So 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 months, there may be a conversation that is had in a relationship about commitment or exactly what direction you want this to go. If this is with a child, this may be like, okay, what are you doing? Are you going to school? Are you going to work? If this is, a friend, are we going to start this project or this business, or are you going in a different direction? If this is a love connection, where are we going with this? Do you want to be together, or what exactly are we doing? Somebody is not trying to look too far into the future or into this. So I feel like that may be why there's some type of questions that may even be coming up with this. You may be like, okay, you know what's going on, but I don't know what's going on because my eyes are upside down. That's why we have to have this conversation. There is also there's two um, energies where they're not looking at each other. So it's almost like be clear with the communication. Be clear with what you're trying to do. Where you going? I'm all in this business. Look, I'm breaking y'all read and trying to figure out what's going on over here. That's why when it was quiet and I was here by myself, I ain't have no distraction. So I feel like that there is like two people. There's conversation and it's really weird. It's conversation, but I don't really feel like y'all are going deep into the conversation, if that makes sense. Um, Somebody is going to be talking to somebody else. So I'm not sure. This could be a friend, but there's some type of disconnect that's about to happen in this connection because both of y'all you have a barrier between y'all and both of y'all are face down. So say this is a spouse. Okay, you may be like, what, how was your day today? How was work? And they're like, yeah, fine, it was good. But they're not telling you everything that happened because they're talking to somebody else. Um, and I'm not sure. So some of you definitely, if you're in a relationship, you're going to have to work on communication. And it looks like that's going to be an issue for some of y'all this month, communication period, with the way that you deal with people. or the way that you talk to people or the way people talk to you. But there is some type of barrier there, and somebody doesn't want to see something clearly. So I don't know what maybe the cards will kind of give us clarification on what's not being addressed in this relationship. Could be a child not wanting to talk to a parent. They're holding something back. Somebody's not seeing the full picture, but the other person isn't really talking about it. So how are they going to know what to do if they're not talking about it? And then we have, well, they're not talking to me, but they're talking to somebody. So some of you, I feel like that there may be something with your child, could be with a relationship or a family member, because I don't think this is just a co-worker. I think it's deeper than just somebody that you work with. So you may have to pay attention a little bit more to what's going on in your household. Spirit is literally trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. If you feel like something is not being communicated, or you feel like there's stuff that is not coming out or being hidden, then you need to go a little bit deeper with it. Spirit messages, definitely money coming in. Skeleton hand is something trying to take money away. Watch your budget, watch your spending. I do feel like that there is money to be made online, connecting with people that are different. So this could be websites. Some of you might even be going to pop-up shops or things like that. But I feel like for some of you, if you are debating on should I start a business and put it online, home-based business, yeah, go ahead and do it. A lot of you, your money comes from your foundation of where you're at, your home. And for some of you, you're able to figure out a way to bring money in. And the crown on top of you is showing that you can be successful. I think the issue is with the skeleton hand, there's money potential, but some of you are being distracted by things, budget, other things that are taking money away from you, and you're not focused on. Some of you might even be penis whipped, where it's like, okay, I'm not focused. And it could be either, good peen or good punani that may be distracting some of you. Not everybody, but some of you definitely. There's your distraction is affecting your ability to make your money. If this is not just a sexual thing, this is a man that is in your environment that may be distracting you. Now, for some, I'm wondering if this person is distracting you, or are you're the one that not being focused? Because here's the thing, the penis is pointing towards the crown. This could be somebody that's trying to help you get something going, and you're kind of, there's an issue with the skeleton hand taken away from you. So why is it taken away from you, Capricorn? Some of you may have an idea of what you want to do. If you're a man, you may have an idea of what direction you want to go, but then there's some type of issue with getting there. There's overthinking a situation, or something that distracts you from what you're trying to do. You may be overwhelmed because some of you are dealing with a lot of people, which could be business. Maybe you have people all over the place that you're trying to be there for them. I got to take care of you and you and you and you, but you may be overwhelmed with that. You're getting a lot of energy taken away from you. If you're a female, it could be a male that is either coming in to distract you, or there's one that's coming in that's trying to pump you up and you're distracted. There's three different ways with it. There's money. Some of y'all are really sitting on top of money, but there's no follow through. It's like, I want to do it. And then the skeleton comes in and kind of robs you of that energy. So be really careful, you guys, if you're overthinking something. If you're trying to start something and it doesn't work the way you want it to work, if you give up too quick on it, this is going to be a cycle for you. That's start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. This is like somebody who works a job and then they quit 2 weeks later, and then they go back in and do a different job, and then they quit 2 weeks later. You're sitting on money, but the follow through is messed up. And for some of you, if you're a male, this may be an issue for you. It may be an issue for you. Be honest with yourself, with your follow through. Now we got the home. We definitely have some idea of relocation. Some of y'all are looking for a whole nother place in a different city, different state. I feel like that there is going to be some type of opening that comes in for you. We have the money purse, which is good. This is money coming in, saving money. Some of you might even be getting another job to bring in money so that you can move. That looks like a relocation brings you more stability. So for some of you, where you live now, it's not your place. It's not going to be your place. I feel like that there is going to be something. I feel like Capricorns are moving towards an energy of needing to be in a place that feels stable for them. Some of you have already found that. A few of you, you're looking for something to give you that feeling, and I feel like it's coming. You got to be very honest about your finances, though, and your money. Some of you, you have children or things that money is coming out on, and then we have a demon in your house too, which means that there's a money draw from somebody that could be in your house. For some of you, this could be your kids. You may be paying money out for day camps and things like that. And it's like, okay, I know I need to get a deposit and things down for this house, but I got this other stuff that's coming in. You want the stability, but some of you, you have a demon in your house. Now, you know, he's on top of your money. Could this be somebody doing a little bit of work to affect your money? Could be. For some of you, you may have a spirit that is trying to cause some type of disruption in your house. For some of you, this could be somebody that you're dealing with that can't manage their money right, and you're having to take up, the brunt of what's going on with them, like your children. For some of you, this could even be a roommate. The potential for this person to make money, even if this is a child, is there. So if you have children that are 16 or 17 that can work to help you get this relocation to move somewhere else, then you might want to pull your resources together and do this. But for some of you, if they're smaller, then yeah, there's an expense that's coming out because there's something you have to pay for your child that may um, put a little bit of delay on this relocation. For other people, I feel like this is expansion. If you have a bigger place, I feel like that you're adding on to it. There's more that's coming in because there's stability. You're trying to set a firm foundation to come in. So if you're relocating, you are looking for a space, a nice space where you can be productive and can anchor yourself. If you have a bigger place, you might be expanding, building onto your house, adding new things in that bring stability to you. Now we have the devil on top of your money. We do have trickster energy. So be careful of people who are coming in and pulling on your money. Can you help me out? Can you do this for me? Whatever. There's trickster energy. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's playing games with you, and it may affect your money. I feel like that there's something that is a little bit off with this connection now. If this is a friend, if this is somebody that you work with, if this is a relationship, the sword is there. You may be cutting off this energy. Now, chicken foot is showing protection. The sun is down though. So some of you, if this is somebody that you normally play with and you're like, okay, this is a booty buddy or something like this, I feel like that you may be finding something out about this person that is not funny to you. And then we have the sword here cutting something off. So be prepared that if you got somebody playing games, that you're going to go ahead and cut ties with this person. Watch your money. I see you definitely trying to make new friends. Some of you, you really got to come out of hermit mode, and use your discernment when it comes to connecting with people. Trickster is right in the middle, which makes me think that some of you may be letting something in. I get conversation. The hummingbird is on top of this. Be careful of people that talk a good game, but the action is lame. Like there's no action. They tell you everything that you want to hear, and it sounds good, but at the end of the day, everything that they're saying, there's nothing, there's no growth, there's no action there. And this could be people that you work with, do business with, in a relationship with. I feel like that there's something where some of you coming towards the end of the year are going to see some things that you need to see, and you're going to make some cuts with some people around you because you're not taking that energy into the new year. Some of you won't even be in the same place you are next year because it looks like that there's some growth that has to happen, expansion. Spirit is trying to bring money in for you, but I feel like whatever this thing is with money going out, if you're buying stuff that you don't need and you know that you need a better house or another car or whatever, you got to curtail the spending. Because it's like ghost spending. Like you look at your bank account at the end of the month and it's like, where's my money? Where's my money? And then unemployment is on top of this work over here, which means some of you aren't making the money that you need to make, or you don't even have the job. So where's the money coming from? I mean, I ain't trying to be all in your business, but it's like, where is it coming from? If it's really not there, Spirit is like money's supposed to be coming in, but there's already stuff being siphoned out. Some of you definitely are dealing with budget issues or financial issues, but there's improvement. So let's look at these cards. Isolation, loneliness, withdrawal, fears of abandonment. So we might have some issues where we are attached to people maybe longer than what we need to. But remember, I said too that there may be some issue with cutting off conversation with somebody because of something that was said. Then that could be where the Hermit comes in reverse. I don't really want to be around people right now. Page of Cups, emotional, oversensitive, repressed intuition, refusing good advice. Some of you may be talking to someone, and like I said, this person's delivery or your delivery may not be good. The person takes it the wrong way. Somebody doesn't want to take the advice. It goes in one ear, out the other, and it's stubborn. This person is like, okay, fine, go ahead and do what you need to do. You might be telling this person that there's a shutdown with communication because somebody is not trying to listen to the advice that's being given to them. And it's because of their emotions. And then we have, what is this? Four of Swords reverse, caution, confronting obstacles, slow movement, not using your foresight, not trusting your intuition. Capricorn, there's something you're going to be dealing with that you need to see. And there may be some red flags that are already there for some of you. And this could be with people that you work with, family members, or people that you're in a relationship with. But it is a warning. Hierophant. So we got in the upright. Religious group, social rules, traditions, possibly learning something new. Let's see, where is the Hierophant taking you? All right, so we have the Knight of Swords. Somebody that could be spiritual, and there could be a spiritual connection, but then we get egotistical, impulsive. Somebody that is making decisions too quick. They're not thinking about things. It's like somebody is very highly intuitive, but they're very impulsive. The energy is showing something that comes in really aggressively and quick, and then it looks like that this person second guesses after the decision has been made. Eight of Cups, unfulfilled, walking away. Somebody makes a decision. There was a conversation of maybe you don't need to do this. Be careful. This person kind of cut off communication or let it go in one ear out the other. We have a situation where there's a disconnect, and it's like somebody coming back and saying, "I told you so," and then we get, "I thought this is what I wanted, but I'm unfulfilled, so I think I want to move forward." So I'm wondering if somebody attached too quickly because we have impulsive nature here. This could be with anything. This could be with accepting a job because it sounded good at the time, and then when you go back home, it's like, man, that's really not what I want because they're not paying the money that I think that I deserve. This could be falling in love really quick and then realizing, man, maybe I was too fast with this. This could even be something with your children, making a decision, punishing them for something that they did, and then going into your room and then thinking, man, was I a little bit too hard or impulsive because you're unfulfilled, whatever decision that you made. It's like, I made a decision, but I don't feel like I can turn back now. I'm not really happy with the way things are going, but I don't feel like I can turn back now. Let's see. Ace of Cups, new approach, new opportunity. So somebody may have made a decision. They weren't really sure about the decision, but it's like, I'm going to try to make the best of it and see if I can turn it around, which is not a bad thing, Capricorns. Queen of Wands, leadership, somebody coming into their strength. And it could be too with the crown where Spirit is saying something is opening up. So here's the thing. If there's a fallout because of a discussion, somebody told you something, you didn't want to take the advice, you made a decision, the decision wasn't what it was supposed to be, you're not happy with it, you're not stuck, Cappies. You're not stuck. If it is the job, you're going to quit the job, you're going to go find another job. If it's a relationship, you're going to let the relationship end or whatever, and then you're going to go find another relationship. You're not stuck in a decision. I want y'all to understand that. Leadership is on top of you. And then we get the Seven of Swords reversed. Something is being revealed. Something that is hidden is going to be brought to the light. Somebody's going to get caught with something. And then it looks like that the clarity is there. Now, this could be you, coming to some type of clarity. Something is revealed to you and you're like, oh, okay, I see it. I'm turning this eye upside right. I'm seeing it the way I need to. I'm finding my power in this vision because now I'm looking at things very clearly. So for a few of you, and judgment is there. So something is happening where you're dealing with something that you're being judged on, but there's clarity that's going to come in because you have to see it the way. So if these are people that are judging you, and a friendship ended because somebody was like, I'm judging you, or you ended a friendship because you were judging them, clarity comes in. Discussion does open back up. Judgment is showing an awakening, a new perspective with something. And then we get the, what is this? The seven or the eight of, no, this is hangman. I don't know where I'm looking at the numbers. Ulterior motive, selfish, unmotivated. Some of you, you're going to see this trickster energy. I think if this was a friend, you made a decision about something and maybe red flag spirit was warning you, and this trickster comes in and you're going to see it for what it is. Somebody has ulterior motives with you, Capricorn. Be careful with the people that you're dealing with, because if this is a business opportunity, somebody's coming in, they're playing a role, but they want something more from you than what they're telling you, because it's showing that there are ulterior motives. There's something that is being hidden. There's something underneath the whole issue of your connection with this person. So if you're doing business with people, be very clear. If you don't understand something, ask them. If you have somebody new that's coming into your life and it's too good to be true, some of you may need to really look a little bit deeper and make sure. I think that's where this conversation is coming in. What do you want? What are we doing? What direction are we going? Because I think your intuition for some of you is already making you look into that. So some of you, if this is a business thing, people that you're bringing into your religious family or spiritual groups, or even in your love connections, that you're inviting into your space, you may have some people that have some type of judgment. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And then you look into it and it's like, damn it, maybe I did make a bad decision, but I'm in the middle of it. I need to follow through. There's some type of clarity that comes through. You're seeing something clear. You put your crown back on. It's like, I got to deal with this energy. The sword is there. Some of you are going to be cutting it away. And it looks like that your money bounces back after that. So I feel like that if this is a job, it's not working, you're leaving it, you're going to get another job. Some of you, if you're in an environment where you're not happy, you're going to go ahead and relocate. You're cutting ties. You have things that open up with you because of that. Don't feel like you're trapped in anything, Capricorn, this month. You're not. If there's a decision that you wish you would have did differently, you still have freedom to do it. It's just you don't want the conflict of it. The hermit mode is like, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go back into hermit. I don't feel like you need to do that. I think you need to move forward because you found your power. Why would you go backwards? You went through something, you learned a lesson, you found your power, you cut away whatever the negativity was. You're relocating, you're readjusting your energy so that you can move forward and bring in better things. So stick with your plan of wanting to do better, wanting to be better, and I think you're going to do it. If it's riffraff, you're going to cut it. You're going to get rid of it. Woo, Cappies. Okay, this goes long. We're almost at 40 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that I was clear. The cards are kind of really confirming decision, end of a friendship because of a decision or judgment. Things need to be cut away, but they're going to open up new doors for you, my loves. Please let me know in the comments what's going on with y'all. I hope y'all are going to be okay, but I love you, Cappies.